Merciful Metal channel. My name is Thomas. In the background, we're listening to fucking Manowar from space. Look at this shit. This is a warrior with fighting for the Earth. I haven't heard this album in years, so I thought let's just put it on for this video. Yeah, fucking Manowar from space. Straightforward US power metal, awesome stuff. Very cheap album. It's a little embossed. The logo is embossed, that's cool. Spontaneous video here. I wasn't planning on doing this at all, but I had some like spare time and I put something together. I pulled out like only German thrash metal records here. Fucking beverage of today's video is fucking water. Just water from not even a glass, but from the like bathroom cup that we use after brushing our teeth. That's how spontaneous this video is. And you gotta subscribe for that effort. I act like it's coffee. Yeah, fucking German thrash, nothing but German thrash. I like it. You like it, I know you like it. And I love this. If you don't already know, this is like my... It always used to be like my favorite thrash album ever. But that spot, number one spot, is taken by something else. I'll probably do like a top 10 thrash album, favorite thrash albums, because I did one like unrelated to this album. I did one like when I just started this, sorry, burping, I just got finished dinner. I did one when I started this channel like 5 years ago now, that's a while ago. So I could like redo like a top 10 favorite thrash albums. I mean, everybody loves fucking thrash here, but yeah, spoiler alert, this one is like number 2 spot. Assassin, The Upcoming Terror. I fucking love this album. I mean, it's my second favorite thrash album. I don't have to like emphasize that. It's an original Steam Hammer press, which I found like 2 years ago. This is the second copy that I have of this album because I have like a reissue from 2010 of this album, which happens to be my first ever vinyl record. Back when I wasn't even collecting vinyl, or just CDs, and it was like my birthday in 2012. It's like over 13 years ago. That was my first ever vinyl record, and it was that album. Yeah, I love it. Just fucking all of them. Even the Speed of Light instrumental, the fucking bullets. My favorite track on here is Holy Terror, definitely. Another fucking fantastic thrash album. It's this one, Protector, Misanthropy. Also an original on Adam H. Records. If you get one of these, it's one of these labels where if you have like one album of that label, that you're already awesome. Add a fucking Adam H. Protector. It's thrash, but a little bit more. Especially this one, it feels a little bit more like that thrash, but also kind of a little more evil than that. Like, what I'm thinking of is like first wave of black metal, but that's more of a stretch, but still it has that vibe, I guess. But it's thrash, but sort of death thrash, but sort of not. It's just hard thrash. But this album, like, this is the first mini album from 1987. These guys are fucking. This album is fucking fantastic. I mean, Protector in general is fantastic. They are underrated. Yeah, just shitless aggressive. Shitless, I don't know what kind of adjective that was, but very aggressive. That's what I'm trying to say. Very aggressive. Protector, and I love that cover. I love this band. Fantastic. Another goddamn big hitter that I always pull out if I am in the mood of some like German thrash, and especially for this band. Yeah. Classic, absolute classic. 1984, that is unbelievable. This one came out the same year as fucking Ride the Lightning. This one is just... Yeah, I don't need to explain this one to you. You know this one. Sentence of Death. With the right cover. This has always been like the right cover for me. There's like an American Press with like a plastic fucking skeleton. That one sucks. This is the good cover. Yeah, I've always thought like this. Just the way they stand, they pose, the whole like pinkish hue and the whole bullet belt, studs, outfit. This was around the same time I listened to this album as like the 2012 Assassin one. That was my whole like thrash rabbit hole phase. There was something always so alluring, or like, what's the word? Something mysterious, something like, there was something about this that I was just like, wow. I don't know, the whole like bullet belt evil fucking German thing going on. Yeah, fucking fantastic. If I'm in the mood for destruction, this one will always get spinned. One that doesn't get as much spins. This one, Eternal Devastation. I mean, again, in that like thrash metal rabbit hole from like 13 years ago, this was also a good contender. And again, that cover art with like the purple, bluish, yellow, just fucking capturing me. But nowadays I don't listen, I find myself listening to this one not as much as other Destruction stuff. Or like I said, it's mostly like fucking Sentence of Death that I pull out first, and then I've had my kick of Destruction, so I don't know, this one could use some more love from me. Eternal Devastation. It's a steam hammer press. Another fucking classic here. Classic band, should I say. Endless Pain from Kreator, 1985. Pleasure to Kill is always my favorite Kreator, but nowadays I feel like I just lean more towards this one. It's just that first wave of black metal term is more applicable to this one because it really has that gnarly early black metal screeching shit going on, and that's what I like about this album nowadays. Especially the songs where Mila is singing. Total Death, Tormentor, shit like that. Just the fucking awesome album. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking of like the dual vocal shit with Ventor and Miller. I've never really been a fan of like two or more vocalists on a fucking album. it's always one or the other. One is always better. I mean, it makes fucking sense, but yeah. This album, just a early raw shit going on. Very primitive, still quite traditional in the roots. That's why I prefer it more over like Endless Pain nowadays. Yeah, this album is fucking fantastic. So here's one in regard of Kreator. I got this one a while ago as a VCLT gift from Metal Mickey. He sent me this, including some other stuff, but yeah, I don't usually like. I would not have picked this up myself. It's fine. I mean, it's fucking rehearsal, so you know what kind of quality you're going to get. But it is a fun listen. It's stuff like this that I wouldn't pull this out on its own. I would never really be in the mindset or mood to just let's pull out some fucking shitty rehearsal. Some shitty rehearsals. But if I listen to something like Endless Pain first, then I'm like in the mood for something like this, then it makes sense. Just to have that like extra kind of depth to it. The extra lore behind it, the more just going a little bit deeper on like the actual album itself, and that works. So this is always like a finisher, not a starter. And like I said, I would not pick this stuff up myself, but it is like a fun addition. Just gives a little bit more depth to the listening experience. I pulled this one out because I have no fucking clue what this sounds like. I'll be spinning this after this, or maybe even when that side is over and I'm still yapping. But Mong Delta is quite an underrated name in thrash, even though it is kind of an established name in German thrash, but still it's kind of underrated. If you like your technical stuff, then you definitely know about these guys. This is their album from, I don't even fucking know, 1988. The Music of Eric Zahn. I know what Mong Delta is. This is like a case of imagine what Mong Delta sounds like. Like, got it. Alright, now like hum a melody of this album and like I'm out. I haven't heard this in fucking forever, so I know what I'm going to get, but I cannot get a clear image. Image is not the right word because it's music, but I can imagine like a specific melody or song or hook or whatever. It doesn't help that there is no fucking track listing on the back either, because that might give some like unconscious clues. But yeah, I'm going to spin it soon, find out about this like fake memory of this band. Here's a little bit of a more obscure one. Vectom, Rules of Mystery. It's their second album from, 1987 or 86? One of these two. Doesn't say it on here anywhere. But yeah, this is like a very fun album. It's sloppy, it's shitty, but they do it right. It's bad, but in a good way. It's more of a it's quite melodic. It's very speedy, like speed metal, not like that full-on aggressive thrash, but it has like the German like vibe, like Iron Angel. It's not quite full thrash, but it's still thrashy enough, and melody, whatever. This is a fun album. Dipsomania. That's a fun song. Prisoner's Back. Yeah. A little bit of an underrated band. I mean, it's not something to write home about, but what they do it right. It sounds shit, but that's the charm of these guys. I don't have the first album. It's the only one I have of these guys. It's like basically the same cover, but with a fucking red logo. If I ever see that one, I'll pick it up. But in the meanwhile, it's a fun album. More I can't say. It's shitty, but it's fun. Here's a real deep cut. And it's also shitty. What the fuck is this? A Symbol of Devotion by Defender. Yeah, the cover is drawn by a 5-year-old. Yeah, that's it. I thought maybe I can add something positive to it, but yeah, Defender, A Symbol of Devotion. This is, from what I know, their only like stuff they've done. Quite obscure stuff. This is like a mini album from 1989. But it is like, again, like speedy, thrashy, a bit melodic, fun stuff. The record is done, and I'm not done yapping yet. So you know what? Let's put on that fucking. I was going to say Mong Delta, but you know what? I'll put on this one. 1 second. Look at that fucking center label. Scratch Core. You know what I mean with like sloppy? So fucking German. So yeah, we were talking about Defender. One thing that I've noticed on this album, which online I could not find an answer to this. Maybe Jürgen knows it, but or someone else. There's a song on here called Ghost Rider. And it's a fun song, like fun, speedy, speed metal, melodic, catchy, whatever. There is a certain melody on there, like a vocal line, that sounds exactly like Scanner's. Fuck, what's the song called? From the Scanner, from their second album. There's a song in here that like the melody sounds exactly like one of these fucking Scanner songs of their second album. The fucking name escapes me right now. But there's like, they're from the same year, like both from 1989. but from what I've seen, these guys are not from the same place, have no association, no mixing band members, whatever, so it would be a huge coincidence. So maybe there's something behind it, why they're so similar, but whatever. My favorite track on here is the New York City song. Love it. Catchy as fuck. There's another underground banger. Death Row, Riders of Doom. If you have like the Satan's Gift cover, you're awesome. But I associate this album more with the Riders of Doom cover. But still, the Satan's Gift one is fucking awesome as well. It has an alternate cover for the people who don't understand it. I don't know what it is exactly, but it is just so fucking German. It's not like what American bands sound like. It is German as fuck. Or at least European. Yeah, Death Row, classic like second tier German band. Some people say this album suffers from its production, but I feel like the production of this album really gives it its own atmosphere. I love it. They really have like their own kind of like sound as well. The vocals and the songwriting, like some certain melodies, especially the melodies and the vocals. They're pretty distinctive, these guys. They really have like their own thing going. And the follow-up albums, you hear it as well, just more developed, especially on the third album, the fucking my mind today. This is what you get when you do a spontaneous video. Did you subscribe already? The fucking third album, they went like full technical on that. I really like it. Fuck, what's it called? Deception ignored. We get there. I completely lost my train of thought, so fucking Death Row. X-Samhain. Yeah. Last one of this bunch. This is like probably the best, or one of the best final finds of this year and in general. Bass. Oh. And it just goes on. Yeah, this has been like one of the best purchases that I've found this year. It's fucking insane. If you haven't seen that video of the final update that I showed it in, check it out. But if you don't want to, I'll tell you the story here. I found this one locally, and usually this thing, I've only really seen it on like big record fairs where it goes for like 150, 180 euros. There's now a copy sold on Discogs for like 300 euros, which is fucking insane. I found this in my local record store in quite a good condition with inner sleeve and all for fucking 35 euros. I expect they forgot to put like a 1 in front of it because it really should have been that price. But I was like frozen in place when I found this one in the first place, and let alone for that fucking price, 35 euros for an original Persecution Mania copy. I felt like shoplifting when I took this one. When I walked out of the shop, I felt like a shoplifter. I couldn't believe it. But I mean, it's the little pearls like this that makes the collecting just such an incredible hobby. But yeah, it's not my favorite Sodom. The debut EP is my favorite Sodom album. But this one, it's like they just got out of that, like, the evil, just out of that evil period, and we're just transitioning into like thrash metal. So they were doing thrash metal, but it still felt like a little dark. Still, I don't know. Words are difficult right now as well. I can't even come up with the fucking, what's the name of the Sodom album? Jesus fucking Christ. I think I'll just go to sleep. Fucking. I'll jump out of the window as this video is over. Whatever I'm trying to say, when I got this album, I was so excited about it. I just listened so much to it that I loved it even more, even before I got it. Because before I got it, it was like, yeah, Sodom Persecution Mania, I will never own it. It's a fine album. But once I actually found it, especially with that rush, yeah, it opened like a new perspective on this album, and I fucking love it. It's fantastic. The opening track, Nuclear Winter, it's like, it is the best track on this album. There's no other contester, even though it is a fantastic album. Nuclear Winter is like a thrash metal anthem. Yeah, fucking Persecution Mania, Sodom. Obsessed by Cruelty, holy shit. Jesus. Obsessed by Cruelty. Yeah, I'm losing my mind here, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, this little episode on German thrash metal. I hope there's something new for you in there to discover. Probably there always is, unless in that fucking classic metal video that I did. It's time for me to go. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.